Moin moin, my leafy leaves. Okay, before we start with the decal, I got some news for you. And yeah, Moby, you might be surprised because you don't know about these news, but I just read that. So, remember how I played Monkey Island? And then they announced a new Monkey Island? My magic works again. We're gonna do Thornic in a minute. Remember that I also played Chrono Trigger, and then Chrono Cross got announced, right? We're getting a Chrono Trigger remake. We're actually getting a Chrono Trigger remake! My magic works again! No new Monkey Island. Whoa, why is that so hard to say? No, but we're getting a Chrono Trigger remake. Yuji Horii just dropped that apparently by accident. Wow. Something else a few days ago too. What do you mean? Like, this is... We're living in the good world. Ah. Wow. I forgot the name, okay? Can you please play a Mobi-chan fan service game? Breath of Fire? There was something new about Breath of Fire? Wait. Okay. Can you search that up? I have like this weird screen in front of me, so I can't type anything currently. You showed me? Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's a bit less. Yeah, that's a bit less exciting. That's just a port to PC of Breath of Fire. Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. It's still cool that we get that. I might get those games to like officially have them. Oh well, yeah. So I gotta show you something else. Yes, but still after you played it, it's now easily available. Yeah, exactly. But the caption of this I translate because it's a German post. This is what people mean by the Atlantic Ocean gets too hot. I can hear Moby laugh from the other room. Yeah, the ocean is getting hotter and hotter. Okay. Definitively like. Okay. Let's get into Thornic now. Hello there, dear people. It is me, Thornic, and at the drawing board again. This is lame. Drawing is for babies, but okay, I guess. But what have you written, Blackbird? I hope you're doing good, or else I will crush your skull. A frightened man. He must have seen me. He came to the KGB. My talking parrot has disappeared. That's not the kind of case we handle. Go to the criminal police. Excuse me, of course I know that I must go to them. I am here just to tell you officially that I disagree with the parrot. The skull might be in danger. Nice drawing. Definitely is. You need to post that in the Discord. I will. I have it open. I will do that later. Okay. So, drawing time. You know, we're gonna do this right, though. We gotta use, like, there has to be a blue character. So let's do a... No, that's not blue. You're kinda blue-ish. But not blue enough. What is the blue? Oh, that's a blue beauty. Yeah. That's the blue beauty we will do. Let's do this. Okay. Why don't you give Link a Thornic hat? Does he deserve that? Does he use a hammer? Okay. Color. The outlines. Good question, yeah. Find out if he does, and then we can see about that. Maybe I give the hammer a Thornic hat. Open, you piss-colored drink. Why is this lemon? Ah, blueberry is the only taste you can have. There are links with hammers. You mean, wait, give me a sec. You mean a link with a hammer like this? Okay. Now we need a thickness. Okay, that thickness works. Being thick is good, children. Remember that always. Megaton Hammer is in a Zelda game. Megaton Hammer? Sounds like cheating. It's the hammer that has the powers. No, that doesn't look. Then why don't you get strong yourself, right? You can't just leave everything to the hammer. That's not fair towards the hammer. My favorite anime and video games, by the way, are the Hammer Bros. They do it right. Using hammers. Then again, now that I rethink that, no, actually, the Hammer Bros suck. They throw the hammers. That's not okay. Don't throw hammers. Except if you can get them back. So yeah. The Megaton Hammer is a powerful and heavy steel hammer found as the key item for the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time. It is used to break apart large rocks and skulls. Nice. Very nice. I like that. That sounds like the perfect item. Oh. So, Blackbird, it will now be your job. I'll give you this task to play that game and show me that. But it has to be earned by you. That's your homework. And it will be on the test. Definitely will be on the test. Okay, this looks good. Very good. But in fact, I've never played a Zelda game ever. Okay, right click, ban user. Okay. I'll probably get lost in the sewer level. I don't think there's a sewer level. So you might be safe. Okay. Now we gotta do the couleur. Les couleurs. We pick. This is slime blue. Okay. My nose is running! I don't know where it's running off to, but it's running. I find it a bit strange though. I never saw a Zelda game for sale here as a kid. Then you probably live in a bad country. Don't you live like in the hemisphere or something? Something like that. Something where people should not live because they don't have Zelda games on sale. And as we have learned today, Zelda games have hammers in them. So, that's bad. If you live somewhere where not all games with hammers in them are sold, then you live in the wrong country. That's all there is to it. Yes, that. Very easy. Obi turned into a dog toy just now. But games like Warcraft 1, Beast and Bumpkins, Wing Commander, Privateer 2, Catherine, Red Alert, Free Cancer, StarCraft, Sims and SimCity, Police Quest, Leisure Suit Larry, no Zeldas. Wrong country then. And that means I will leave you alone now. Yeah. You don't earn the Thornic anymore. Peace. Actually, the time is up, but yeah. Let's say it's Blackbird's fault that Thornic left. I can live with that. I absolutely can. So, how did I get into the Dragon Quest franchise? It's a story I have told before. But we gotta talk about something here, right? So, basically, it was one day in a magazine. Don't ask me the name of the... well, I know the name of the magazine, actually. In German, it's called Mausklick, which means, yeah, the same in English. Mouse click. Like, clicking the mouse button. And they had, like, a breeding table for that game, and I thought it looked very interesting. And then I've seen it in a shop, and actually had money for that game. It was Dragon Quest Monsters on GBC. And then I, kind of by accident, just looking for Super Nintendo RPGs, discovered Dragon Quest 6, and that sounded very familiar. So I played that, and I loved it. And thus, now, I'm a huge Dragon Quest fan. Ask me anything, because I can answer you every single question about Dragon Quest. Disclaimer, I probably can't, but still. Alright, we're already done with the slime. Okay. Blue Bolt. I'm watching Rookie. They arrested an influencer and his fans tried to block the police. One of them just said, "You can't arrest him. He's vegan. You have to tell Nu that." Yeah, considering the meat you get in prison. Well. Moby! Moby, listen. Tell Blackbird why chicken is actually a vegetable. Okay. So, slime being done. Let's work. Actually, let's call you this one. I'll work from the ground up. I think that would be a good idea. Oh, and it starts with a rainbow, man. Okay. Okay. I think a 3. A song by my choice. Okay. Need a new Gundam Gaming theme song. Blackbird. Blackbird. Little do you know. Little do you know. So. Let me get my earplugs. And then I will sing you one. If you finally would join the Discord, you would know that I made a couple of new songs already. I don't have desktop audio on this. Let me just add audio output, desktop. Okay. So, we have a couple of songs. So, yeah, it's Rief's choice. True. But, as I am a very benevolent being, I will allow you to choose this song. Let me see. I have a couple here. It's an AI made song, granted, but we have one that's called Nu's Cucumber Groove. We have The Life of Nu. We have... Oh, these are untitled. Ah, okay, those are... Life of Nu. You want Life of Nu. Okay, okay. The Life of Nu. Which, let me search for the file. Oh, there are a lot of files with Nu in its name. Okay, wait. Life? Of Nu. I never downloaded that. There it is. Okay, here is this cucumbers for later in the evening, not drunk enough yet. Here is The Life of Nu. Oh, I'm Nu. I like Chinese food. Don't get me wrong, may look like it, but I am not a human. How can't you know? I'm a cow. I like getting my pants off quick and fast, but you dare stealing them because of my jeans. Yes, my jeans, my jeans, my jeans. These are my jeans. An idol. His name is Jamie. I cook his food. It is really tasty. But stop, don't get it wrong. It is not because I like you, because I really don't. You baka taco. What do you mean? not a tsundere. No, I am not. You are wrong. Now here, take this. It is my gift. Don't use it because of this. A cucumber, but literally 3 of them. I am married to one, Miss Cucumilla, lives in my house, smells curry, something tickles me. So like chunks, they're so juicy, sauteed are the best, but fried is also good. I enjoy this cat meat, it is so yummy, tickles my tummy. My best friend is Rief, he is really great. He always wins, I have no chance, I will bow down to him. Also his wife, Smokey is the best wife there is. Also, I am so jealous. My favorite game, need to talk about that. It is called Plumbers. Don't wear ties. I like how it is sexy like myself. And plumbers are great. They are good at sucking, and I like to be sucked. Now this was my tale. A tale of a guy who once was an Indian, but now is a cow. Life is really great. There is some called Rief, and he made it the best ever. I hope you enjoyed that. I have several more new songs. They are all uploaded to the server. Now I need a new cow emote. Well, we might actually be able to make one. Maybe. Maybe. We're lucky. But yeah, now we go to Captain Rainbow. Yeah, where were we? Ah, yeah, the outline thickness. The new cow emote. Yeah, we'll see what we can do about that. And I think this is a good thickness. Yeah, Moby, I remembered. You wanted to teach me what I can do to make better outlines. Make coloring more easy. Never did that. Nice purple gender neutral boots. I mean, the basic steps are easy. You might need some getting used to it though, okay? Then tell me before I continue, I would say. I have to redo everything anyway. Dude, I forgot to like group that and make the layers, so well. I mean, can you tell me per chat or do you have to come over? Lines. Need a vector layer, and then I usually use the 6th tool in the row with a brush. How do I make a vector layer? You come over, okay. Do I turn the camera off or? Ow! Oh! Oh! I hit my front row with that bottle.
Bad idea.
Should I turn the camera off or everything okay? Oh. OVD looking.
There's a mess. Oh, yeah. Okay. So vector layer, the arrow next to the plus.
That one?
And then vector layer.
I call that outlines, I guess.
Yeah.
We don't need this one then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Then The two?
This?
Triangle one, yeah. So now I usually click on a corner point. So for example, if we want to, yeah, let's start over here maybe. We have here one endpoint.
Yeah.
I click here.
I have to. This.
Oh.
If it doesn't work, I don't know why.
Yeah. Then you can see it's doing a line.
Okay.
And I can click on the next corner. This
okay. What do curves then?
We added that afterwards. Can still move everything. Want to end it, you can double tap. Now, of course, black on black. Which one? Opacity of it. Now, there's this tool over here.
Okay.
Now you can click on this. Now you can lines here. So matches. That's basically it. If you want to move a point, you can also click on it, move it. Then get close to the.
I mean, I don't need to be too exact, but yeah.
Thing. Somehow we got a new. Yeah, here. You need an additional point between two dots. You need to mark the two dots, then.
Oh yeah, okay.
Here.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah. Play around with it.
But I can't like just draw and.
You could, but then you have like a millions of those points, and then it's pain to edit.
This one. So I would do like this.
Oh. Good. Yep. For that, little one. Okay. Then this one comes with it.
This?
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Try the other two. Again, let's look at the dots first. Okay, so basically you could now move it in. Sometimes you need multiple thingies. You can also use these handles.
Something is weird here.
What do you mean?
That's this line.
Yeah, that's just a handle you can work with. Like this little dot here. You can also grab that to edit the line. Don't want to.
I mean, this worked pretty good, but I guess it makes sense to use what you told me.
Yeah. However you like it now.
Okay.
And yeah, I basically go through and use the corners of the outlines here or endpoints. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I mean,
to create an endpoint, you can either double tap pen or click enter. If you want to cancel the whole line, you click escape.
Okay. Then I will catch up on chat and thanks. Yeah. Have you seen the latest news from USA about the plane chopper crash? No, not Chopper, he's so cute. Apparently the girl that flew the chopper ignored her instructor and the tower and kept going for 15 seconds instead of turning left. I don't want to say I hope she died, but I wouldn't shed a tear as well. You know? You know what I mean? She's a gunner. Yeah, I mean, people dying is not good, but sometimes it's just your own fault, so... Right? No, 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 no. Right. Uh, 67 people in the airplane died as well. Fuck. And the instructor, apparently she was a DEI hire. You know, stuff like this should be seen as a positive. Like, we should be supportive of people who are, let's, for the sake of argument, say different than we are and stuff like that. But if such dumb shit is done, it turns into something bad and toxic, and that's not what it should be. And it kind of makes me angry that there are people doing this. Like, don't, please. Really. Guess you were one of the very few women that wanted the job, so they had to hire her. That sucks way too much. But it kinda, well, that doesn't have anything to do with the DEI, but that stupidness kind of reminds me of the girl that died where I lived once, which was like, she walked on the train tracks while having music in both of her ears and then got run over by a train. I feel sad for the family, of course, but I can't feel sad for the girl. Because, like, that's just your own stupidity. Why would you do that? Especially, like, she was there with friends. Why don't you talk to her friends? Which is what I asked a classmate of mine, and I heard the weirdest reason ever. Something that I, to this day, do not understand. Why do you listen to music when you are out and about with your friends? And the answer I got was, well, you can't always talk. Yes, I can. When I'm out with my friends, I talk to them the whole time. That's why I'm with them, right? To exist with them, not besides them. Like, I mean, granted, with Moby, we sometimes do not talk while we go shopping or something, but that's very different because Moby and I are almost together 24/7. Basically, the point where we aren't together is like now. She's in the other room. But still, we can talk via chat, so yeah. And very rarely she has to go to Munich for her job. That happens like once every 2 years. Yeah. Rude, listening to music out with friends. Yeah, I've done the crime of being on the phone with friends, but just listening to music, ignoring them. What the hell am I here? Why the hell am I there? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're on the phone, sure, sometimes you gotta do a call or you receive a call, that can happen. But that's like a different thing. You have that call for some reason, right? The music, though, is to, I don't know, not feel lonely or but she was lonely. It was so stupid. Oh, you can hear me laugh. Yeah. Oh, great. Great. This kind of does look like Spider-Man. If you put it like this. With his one arm being not done yet. Okay, this next part is... Actually, with that chiseled chin, I don't think I need to do any curvature on this. I'd say maybe a little, but then again, no, no, no. It's actually working, I think. That is his chin. Okay. This, however, are there shortcuts for these? mouse over with the stick. Of course there isn't. There we go. Pen? Oh, you wrote behind the screen. The pen needs a name. What do we call you? You're Pendragon. Like Arthur Pendragon. That's a good name. I think this line is needed. Can I use a brush on a vector layer, Moby? No. Okay. Yeah, I guess it works. Can I see a bit more pictures of Captain Rainbow? I'm not sure about that quarter circle thing there. If that is just like an effect or if that's actual on the character design. Yeah, I asked about if I can use a brush on a vector layer, but no, I can't. So, okay. In other artworks, he has that too. And that artwork, he does not. Can I get a screenshot? I gotta see if there's a fan translation of this. I can't do normal painting level, okay. I feel very dumb. I could say mean things now, but I won't. But what did happen? If you wanna share. And if you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. In the 3D, he doesn't have that, but I think I will add it. But I do need to find out now. Captain Rainbow fan translation. YouTube gives me as a suggestion how to get down from a pull-up bar. Oh? No, 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 why are you doing this? There is a patch, but it's 95% done only. The instructions for minigames aren't translated. No! We might play this anyway at one point. I hope it doesn't have motion controls. I have no idea how to make that work. Like, I'd need to emulate that game, obviously, but yeah. Oh well. Oh well. It's getting a bit dark. Let's turn on some light. Turn on! Obi, you have the power of Google by your side. Can you turn on my ceiling light? But be aware that my phone is there as well, which might react. So, there's that. Just to explain, she can turn it on by voice control.
Only works as power.
Oh. So much for that. Oh, actually, this already looks good. These. I don't expect it to work just like that. Okay. No. Okay. Chin. This is looking so wild. Ah, I forgot the inside thing is here. Good. And that looks good. Can do this now though, or not because the app is slow. Means still nothing happening here. Okay. Yeah. Let's finish the glove that movie started here, let's say. Oh, wrong tool. Yeah, let's do the arm up here as well. I really hope we will see Captain Rainbow in Smash Bros. Like I already said that we probably won't get the character back, all the characters we had in Ultimate again, but I think due to that they could go into the obscure characters from their own franchises instead, like Captain Rainbow. No games on Friday evening, no erotic games for the masses. We will play games on Fridays as well, but for now it's all about this. Fridays is just for stuff. Difference. Oh. Oh. I was just looking at my my YouTube stream there, and it did something that I didn't do, but it's like 5 minutes behind. So yeah. I guess I gotta draw in the muscles. I don't want to get into too many details with this. Ah, no. In this decal, but he kinda needs that, I think. Letter has arrived for you. Eh? Why did you change the tool? Okay. The question with this thing, this dude, is what we're gonna do next. But I feel like going on his neck stuff. Which again, it's hard to tell from points. Like this specific line is needed. Yeah, this feels good. Out a bit. Yeah, that works. Perfect. 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 Okay. Now, actually, I think I want to do this with a 1. This specific part here. On top of that, I do wonder how many people even heard about Captain Rainbow. That would be interesting. Okay. So here was a bit guessworking. Vector tool is great. I do want to continue with the point one though. Now that we have point one, 1 pixel outline. This works best. Process mining. Gotta get that 6-pack in. Now how does shape go translate, but basically what it is. Oh yeah, I should probably announce. Announcing sounds like the wrong word, but let's say that next week might be a silent stream or no streams. I do wanna stream. I try my best, but I'm gonna have wisdom teeth removal done, and very likely will not be able to talk. Depends on how fast it heals. I have Moby. When exactly do I have the surgery? Wednesday, yeah. It's very unlikely that I can talk as usual before until when I stream again, like on Friday there. Very unlikely that I will be able to. Just as a heads up. And also, yes, absolutely make fun of me. Because if I can't talk, I can't do that myself. And that would be too bad. We have to see. I was talking just fine after my wisdom tooth was taken out. Yeah, but I get 3 removed, so who knows? Shadowing going on this guy. Yeah, it depends on how bad they are in there and if you get any swelling, yeah. I kinda hope I get it. Well, that's like funny. But I also hope I don't, because it would be much more comfortable if I don't, obviously. But if I get it, at least I can make it fun, you know? What is this blue space there? I do not understand. Wait, does he have something on his back? Oh, he has something on his back. Hmm. I think this works. Yeah. Looks weird, but it looks good. Yeah. I guess I should close my window before stuff flies in. Be right back. It's so hot. I don't like closing the window, especially when it's cooling down outside, because it's so hot. Okay. Yeah, where do we continue? I guess we should do some of these muscles here. I think that might be enough. Yeah, that looks good. That be looky goody. Thank you. Only I had a shortcut for these two vector tools. That would be, but oh well. His legs will be fun. The police officer told me we'll never forget 9/11. I said, of course you won't. It's your phone number. That's how I got arrested, Your Honor. I mean, is it in bad taste or is it just the truth? I leave that for you to decide. Misunderstandings of the latest decades. But I do not understand some of these designs here, but well. this on his legs down here? Weird. Why did you change the tool? What the heck? Ah, leg done. Leg muscles seem like that of a cow meant for stings. Check the shortcuts, maybe you're pressing something. I only used this one. Doesn't work anymore? Yeah. Only the moving tool, which worked fine all the time, so. Ever seen the emoji warnings? Different generations think different emojis mean different things, so it can be dangerous to use them. I have seen, sadly, I also have seen adolescents where they did that. What a bad show that was. But I barely use emojis anyway because I think they are ugly. They are like, ew. The only things I use are on Discord, which is the leaf emoji and the green heart, and I don't give a fuck what they mean according to some people. I use them because I like green. And nothing more should be with emojis. Should not be put on any kind of meaning. There are actually people in USA that got cancelled and fired. Well, I'm not surprised that USA does that. Seems pretty on par for that excuse of a country. And I don't mean that as an insult to Americans, but the way that country is nowadays, how it works and everything is just a shit show. That country is like crumbling apart. Why? Because they had an event on a place that had some bad parts in history. You know what I always think is funny? When Americans make fun of me because I'm German and we had that one bearded painter dude from Austria, you know? Which we explicitly teach in schools. He's a bad guy. Meanwhile, Americans, Thanksgiving, let's celebrate the genocide of the Native Americans. Yeah, you're so much better. You're so much better. Great. You did one of the cruelest things in history and you celebrate it. I am a bit salty about that. Yeah. But you can't say I'm wrong. These boots are confusing me. I'm starting to learn how to use these vectors efficiently. At least that is more recent. In the USA, they argue about slavery 400 years ago and who to blame for what. No one seems to blame people selling slaves to white people in Africa. Yeah, I mean, I tell you who to blame. Like, do you have a bathroom mirror? Kinda need that. No, like, I would not blame somebody who's alive now for the slavery back then because. And that goes in both directions. Like, yeah, let's say black people shouldn't blame white people for slavery as well because we didn't do that. The people back then did that. We didn't do that. Blame people who still think it was okay because those are assholes. But, you know, no, none of us were alive back then. Why do we make it an issue between us? Like, why do we even differentiate between black and white people? Why? I mean, yeah, of course, there is the glaring difference of the skin color, but why put any meaning to that? Fuck skin color. For all I care, we could all be green and be done with it. I know several black people where I work. When they grew up, they were told stories about how horrible white people were. At least now we can live together even with that. Yeah, like, sure, those white people back then were horrible. There were maybe some good slave owners, but they were still slave owners, and that is horrible. But they are all dead. End of story. Why dwell on such a cruel past if we can just put aside our differences and be happy together? Come on. Isn't that much, much better? And I mean, there are people over here in this country where I live that say that deny that the certain word with that letter called N is not a bad word. That is a bad word. It is. You should not use this word. Period. You shouldn't like be blind to history as well, of course, but you should also not dwell on history forever and let it dictate the life we have now. Just live in the here and now, and we can all be happy. I mean, like 30-year-olds telling me how they were raised to hate white people. Yeah, but literally, why? The thing is, they are all wrong. No, it's not white people who are the problem. It's not black people who are the problem. It's certain individuals that are assholes that are the problem. And it doesn't matter where they are from. Even if you say, like, 60% of the people who would say slavery is still okay, even if 60% of those people were white people, or 60% of all white people would say that, that's still 40% of people who don't. You know? Why blame them for something others say? I really hate that. I guess it's that they earn money on hating people and spreading the hate, sort of like a religion. Might be, might be. I like how this always ends up in deep talk. That's great. Dang, this food looks like it hurts having this food. Ouch. I should put this line. No. Have to look better like that. Okay. And we're on the coloring part. Okay, cool. Color we go. Hope I didn't forget anything at least. But I do not think so. Or we just start with everything blue. Also, I have a feeling I should do different layers per color. Yeah, I think for this one. Yeah. Main blue. Now getting the right blue out of this. This might just work. I think that definitely works. The opacity down more, maybe? Okay. Looking good. Wait, with these vectors, is this now easier to color? You mentioned something, Moby. Do you have a switch too? Are you making some kind of pre-made thing you want and order it that way? I don't have a Switch 2. I would be happy if I had one already. I pre-ordered the Switch 2 and I'm making a decal to put on like a sticker on the dock. That's what I'm making. I will print this myself, the sticker. We have the means to do that. That is sticker paper for very normal Epson printer. I gotta go a bit into that part. Wish I had a Switch 2 already. That would be awesome. They could have done like the Mara bundle with a special dock or something. That would be. I am getting the Mario Kart bundle, of course. So the Friday after the Switch 2 is out, by the way, Moby and I and maybe some other people will do hide and seek in Mario Kart World. That will be a ton of fun. I probably will do a lot of Switch 2 content. Which does remind me, next week on my YouTube, a little series that has 4 videos will start. I basically say goodbye to the good old Switch 1. By telling you about some games I liked, disliked, yeah. Some games that are special to me, my favorite games, that stuff. Just reminiscing about the good time I had with the Switch 1. I might have made some mistakes here and there with this guy's design because I couldn't figure out what is what. Could totally have happened. But if I like the end product, all good. I might put these decals on sale on my Ko-fi as well, by the way. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Blackbird. Nu doesn't like me if I do this. Doesn't like it if I do this, but I have no idea how much into cooking you are. But Nu Gundam Gaming has released a cookbook, which you can buy on his Ko-fi if you wanna. You don't have to, of course. But if you wanna support my good friend Gundam Gaming, I will put the link to his Ko-fi in the chat. So check out his cookbook. It might also include nudes of him, but I will not promise it. So yeah. I'm not sponsored by him, but he pays me in sexy pictures. This is also the same blue, right? How much of the same blue with this guy? I might play with some filters when we're done. Maybe like a comic filter does something? Maybe? Could be? Maybe not? We'll see. Will still be a bit of time until we're done. I guess we are done with the main blue color though. Yes. Then let's get into the reds. Because they all seem to be the same as well. Pick this. Let this take the opacity into consideration. Okay. Good to know. We should have this under the blue. Specifically. Oh wait, it should be over the blue. I was thinking in the wrong direction. I would even show you the cookbook, but it has not arrived yet. I sent one, but he got more orders of it than he thought, so a bit busy with that. I'd say that's a good thing. He deserves it. I gotta say though, putting this guy on simple coloring does kind of remove something from him. Definitely. But, well. Now let's do the yellows. I think it's only in the eyes. Oh no, this one. I will do the rainbow on its own. Guess now the skin color. Skin. Pick this one. Brush. That works. He's like Nintendo's Captain America. Which would mean he has the ass of Nintendo. Skin? Yeah, okay. Teeth are just it. Okay. That was a weird roll thing. Oh yeah, I did something wrong. Ah, not a problem. This that weird roll thing. Other blue. The outside This brighter blue. Okay. Now is boots. Which I okay. Let me have a look at Captain Rainbow again. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be blue, purple, or whatever. Okay, they are supposed to be purple. Good. And let's pick a good purple. This one? Yeah, that's good. Wait, is this part supposed to be food? Oh, that's still weird, but oh, that makes sense. A bit. Not much, but a bit. News are saying Trump want to become Pope. Then removing separation of church and state. As if those are separated, honestly. Okay. Looking good. Now the rainbow. Rainbow. Fair enough, but that badly. Yeah. Rainbow's wrong. He does the rainbow colors wrong. Does he do so in game? Yeah, then I would keep to that. But I think 7 is a bit too broad. Maybe 5? 5 seems. So let's start with all the yellow. And that's the okay. But definitely need a smaller brush for. Up to color. More rainbow down there. On chat. Trump is becoming more like Biden, to be honest. I also think he could have some basic logic, but the latest thing, some MS-13, maybe ex-gang member, is sent out of the country. They had written with Photoshop or Paint MS-13 above 4 symbols on his hand. Trump said he literally had MS-13 written on his hand in the picture. And the journalist said it was photoshopped. Trump just whiskered it off. He did not realize it was just there to show what the image tattoos meant. Yeah, I mean, intelligence is the last thing I look out for when it comes to politicians from that country. And in the end, honestly, it's not even Trump who's on the throne there. Let's be real, it's Elon Musk. He controls everything now. At least Elon Musk is a really good gamer, right? I actually defend Trump there. He's not that stupid, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, everyone could see they were just placed on top of the... Yeah. I'm just saying Kofefe. Let's say Kofefe and then everything is explained. Okay. This rainbow is hell. Guess I'm gonna freestyle it in places. But... Okay. I need a bit of tiny break for my eye. Obi, can I ask you something? Okay, yeah, it's just for later. Can you make me this part here, the coloring for this rainbow? It's just... it's a bit hard to do that small stuff. Like, my eyes don't work well with that. The rest of the rainbow I will do, just that triangle there. Like, not yet, not now. Can be later, but Could be possible to use a gradient set to circle, but yeah, I can do it when I do the other stuff. Okay, thanks. Thanks. That helps a lot. Now we get into pink, a color that's technically not part of rainbows, but that's cool. I like pink. Actually, my third favorite color. Favorite is green, second favorite is orange, and then we have pink. Okay. Next color is purple. Purple. Purple, purple, purple. Gotta be faster with this decal. I do want it to be finished before the Switch 2 comes out. Purple is done. Dark blue and light blue is missing. I do be getting hungry by now. I want to do another, at least one more character I want to do. So why aren't the colors? Oh, there's just more blue here. Okay. Thing? I guess. Now the cyan. Okay. Good? Good. Okay. Now, that was a bunch. Pick an easy one, and after that I really need food. Yeah, why not you, little guy? Who are you? Damn, I give names, but like, that game, what was the name? Was from... Was it Pushmo? No, that's that game. I will find it. Not Doshin the Giant, I am sure of that. Oh, 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 oh. No. Hmm? Not Metopia for sure. Just need the name. Uh, might need your help, Moby, if you can. Can you take your phone and do like a Google picture search thing? Quickly. Thought I... That's not on this list anymore. Tomato Adventure. That's in the list. Yeah, that might be. Yeah, that's it. And he's called DeMille. Okay. The predecessor to the Mario and Luigi series. Okay, so you are DeMille. Color. And yeah, I think you're simple enough. I think I use the brush for your outlines and the black size 3 works. So enough. Okay. Great. I will need some smaller outlines as well. Okay, now go into 1, maybe 2. I think 2 is I really, really like his character design. Forgot to outline that too. Okay. Do I need different layers for the color here? I think we'll be fine. For the simple design, I think we'll be. I hope this one. You know what? No, no. I'll do it. I'll do it. I've used that though. Let's make this yellow. Pick this color. Bigger brush. Edit. After that, I will eat something. Good. Now, let's make this the white. However, we're gonna do the science first for a certain reason. That reason being, like this. Light will go under this, so wait a minute. No, that cap is that light blue, yeah. Else light blue, yeah. I guess the eyes are also light blue. are they? Perfect. Picking this white is really just white. I'm gonna do this white because I feel like that looks better, and on the other shoe it seems to be more white. Probably like shadowing, lighting stuff. I gotta make a decision on. Decision is now we can easily draw under the cyan, you know. Nice and clean. Leaves here also white. I think the buttons, yeah. Okay. Pick this blue. Okay. I forgot one part white. This blue, I think we put it under the white as well. Blue. Blue. That's the shoes and the only missing. Yeah, putting it under the white was a great idea. Also under the cyan. Not under the yellow though, but you can watch out for that. Then pick pink color. In the mouth. And now it looks good. So and we put the switch on. We have done Captain Rainbow, the mill. We also have Disc Queen done. Starfy. Link. Yoshi. Ormot. The slime, we did the slime today as well. Yeah, I actually managed 3 characters. Doesn't this look good? I am happy with this outcome. So, do you know if Nugano Gamer has played cow level in Diablo 2? I don't think he has played Diablo 2. Don't Google furry Link and Zelda. Those hammers are capable of crushing Thornic Scar. Oh boy. Why do you Google that? Okay. Let me quickly put this away and then we'll see who we're gonna raid out to. I am starving. And I don't mean the N64 game Starwing, which is also known as Lilith Wars or Star Fox or whatever. There are way too many names for them. So we have... Okay, I was thinking about doing No One Knows, but he is not streaming anymore. Who is streaming? It's her birthday stream. She is playing Lost Records, Bloom and Rage is the LEG show. So we'll go over there. Because why not? So check out all my links. Check out News Cookbook. Definitely on his Ko-fi. Link in the chat there. And we'll see each other tomorrow with Digimon World 2003. Yeah, that was nice. Bye-bye.
In the shadow of the dragon's flame, a green leaf rises calling your name. Through the forest, through the skies, a breath of fire fuels the fight to rise. As Hano takes the trigger, set a quest for mana we won't forget. Final dreams and fantasies call. Reef the leaf will conquer it all. Legends awakening, worlds collide. With every stream, the hero's guide. A guardian of games, a shining beam. Join the adventure, live the dream.